asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade. Come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha! Come on! They can't hang with us! Hey, 66!
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Wait, set,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first run of this game.
Throwing now is Brady. He's got Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Just like that. Just like that. He's coming. Double team. He's coming. Double up. Shoot.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big play there out of the running game. 33 yards. Now Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And a short gain here, down to the 22. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady now to throw. This for his running back, McCoy. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll come out in the pistol. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
I'll go special. Let's go, D. Check 45.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. They gonna need check. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Long shot. What's the run? They're running it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Got it. Tight down. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
General West.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun. Hey, alert. You gotta get that. Fast. Mike's 5-4. Here we go, D, get up. Zebra. No. Right.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Mike, 45. Wild Bill. Touch 50.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Friday. Good touch.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Brady now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, alert! 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
65, 65, 65. Alert, alert.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jason Pierre-Paul make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the run.
Now it's Wilson setting up the screen for Miller. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
That's it.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now Wilson, looking deep downfield. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
36 yards on the play. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. He finds McCoy. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A new life now following the late turnover, and maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Wilson. Caught by Nelson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea.
Interception, baby.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Lamar Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Go out. Go guys, 4 down, 4 down. Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
They'll run it again with Miller. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Deuce. Got it. Zebra. Go. 45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike. 45. 12. 45. It's been long. Fair. Check 37. Check 36. Pull it. Half. Kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Good job right there. 45, Mike, 45.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Watch the shit. Hey.
To throw again on second down. Brady, open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
64,
Now Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You got it.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again to McCoy. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVP. And my goodness, another interception. Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 0-0-0. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Again, it's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Pick it up. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, watch the side. Left. Hey, low left.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the and that's caught inside the 35. There he goes right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, Buck.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got one. Check 99.
Bridgestone, travel. Regular.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he completes it to Evans. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Brady now to throw. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Brady now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Gay's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. This complete to Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Mike, 45. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shoot. Watch the shot. 14, Friday. Check. Crunch. 80 weapon. Crunch. That's it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A first down carry now for Miller. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They go play action with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down, Miller. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Joker, 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 Joker. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Gun. Go 14. Mike 5-4.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Miller. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the counter, it's Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Shaquille Barrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Wait, 20.
Ready? Man left, man left. 4 down.
Shotgun now for Brady. Johnson's got it complete. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. One final try now for Brady. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.